Hey everybody, welcome to my first ever shout out archive video. Now, basically what I'm going to do today is a little different than what I usually do in videos. Usually I'll just sing a song and then give a shout out at the end, right? Well, this video is a little different because I'm going to do a reflection of my first 50 shout outs, because through the last couple months I have given shout outs to 50 different people, and the thing about it is, I put a list of all the shoutouts in my video description, usually. So like if you go to the description of any of my videos, you can see the list of everybody that's gotten a shout out. But the thing is, now that I have 50 people, like, there's like a character limit of how many words you can have in the description, and I'm gonna have to remove a lot of these names from the description. So I decided that every 50 shoutouts, I'm gonna do a video just to reflect on all the people I shouted out, and to say one more good thing about them before I remove them from the description. And here's the thing: after every 50 shoutouts, you have a chance to get shouted out again. So everybody that was in the first 50 shoutouts is now eligible to be in the next 50. So that's something interesting to note, and I am excited to jump into this because there were so many great moments in all these shoutouts, and I kind of want to just talk about like where I was when I shouted all these people out too, like what video it was. Because just like all the videos I've made ever since I started this shout out thing, it's been crazy, man. And so with that being said, we begin the list of shout outs once again with Kyle Peterson. Again, I don't know why I picked him first, but Kyle Peterson is such an awesome guy. He's one of the seniors at my school this year, junior, when I shouted him out back last year. And I shouted him out in my Hippie Flare cover of Young Homie. That one was fun. I had a really bad camera angle going on there though, because it's hard to film these videos alone because I don't really have any film crew or anything, so I'm kind of just going with whatever I can do by myself, which isn't much, but I did, my head got cut off in a couple scenes, but the dancing I was doing, and just I really liked how I did the plaid shirt. It was like showing my belly button and everything. That was funny. One of my best outfits for sure. So I really loved that one. Our next shout out was my best friend Jeff Dela Cadena. I actually didn't know his name when I made the video, but his last name, because for a long time I never did. But after I made him the birthday video, he actually decided to give me his Facebook, and that was really cool because I'd never actually known his last name for all the 4 years that we've been friends, and now I do, and that's so beautiful. And now he actually does want me to pimp out his Instagram now too. So if you guys want to follow my best friend Silly, the California dude that I made the 25-minute birthday video for, on Instagram, his thing's probably on the screen right now. So I hope you enjoy it. Next up, we have the Breakaway cover I did, where I shouted out the first two female shoutouts of all time, Marianna, and both of them are still very significant people in my life. I do stuff with them almost every week, whether it be on Wednesday at youth group or at Bible study at Mari's house. But it's really awesome to have Anna and Mari in my life because they're really so cool. They are some of the most epic, and I'm going to be so cheesy with this bracelet through this video, I swear, but yeah, they're some of the most epic people I've had in my life, and I'm so excited to do more with them. Breakaway. I really love that song. That was like the first normal cover I did. And normal covers are, they're not as exciting, but they're really genuine and fun. So it was a good time. Next up, we have Chuck E. Cheese and Ben Clark, which we did when we did the Different Side of Me cover. Which honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that was one of my weakest covers ever. But it was really fun to give Ben a shout out because the thing is, he actually noticed too. Like when I came to school, like the next day, he was like, "Dude, thanks so much." Like that was so genuine, and I really love Ben, and I'm really excited. I think I have a couple classes with him this year. I think I'm in like AP Psych with him, so it's gonna be fun to see Ben around more often this year, and I'm excited for that. Next up, I guess in Chuck E. Cheese too. See, actually, since that video, I got new shoes, and the new shoes are like very Chuck E. Cheesy. Like they are like the colors of Chuck E. Cheese. They're blue and green. I don't know why that reminds me of Chuck E. Cheese, but it does. And I actually never got shoes for like so many years, new shoes for so many years. But these new Chuck E. Cheese shoes, they were speaking to me, and I've been wearing them since like I want to say midsummer. So it's been cool to have those shoes. Next up, we have Neal Desai. Obviously, I shouted him out in my You Give Love a Bad Name Redux because that was always my most famous video back in the day. I actually think the Uka video is taking it by storm now, though. My Uka video, that video has just gone viral, baby, and it was my second one. I just remember I made it like one night just for my online friends to laugh at, and who would have thought that Uka, Uka, Uka. I actually still have the same shirt that I wore in that video up in my memories drawer. I would go get it, but I have to kind of steamroll through these because I don't want this to go on forever. So next up we have my dad and Adam Wieczorek. I shouted you guys out in, oh man, I'm trying to remember. Thinking I'm blanking on what song it was that I gave you guys the shout out. I'm just gonna look it up real quick. You know what, it's actually important, so I'm not gonna look it up. But yeah, so my dad and Adam, you guys are both awesome guys. Adam, it sucks that I don't have a class with you this year, Adam, but it was a lot of fun last year, and I hope you had an awesome summer. And my dad, I mean, he's as good as always. Been glad to be going to church with him and everything, and it's been solid. Next up we have Katie Fote, and by the way, in the video, that was where I sang the song The River. That was actually my first location video, I think, because I sang it at a different location than at my house. But that was a really fun one. The thing about that, though, was I actually pronounced her last name wrong in the video. I called her Katie Float, but her actual last name is Fote. But you know what? Float sounds cooler, so I'm going to say Katie Float again. And yeah, hopefully you guys can follow her on Instagram or whatever. Next up we have my school, Elm Grove Lutheran and Kristy. Wow, those were like my 4th of July covers. I don't think anybody actually watched those videos. It has like 2 views, but yeah, I made a couple of videos sang a couple songs on the 4th of July. Obviously I shouted out my school. I think I was just wearing a shirt about my school in the video, so that's why I shouted it out. There's really no other reason. That was, by the way, my old school, like where I went to middle and elementary school, because it was like kindergarten to 8th grade. So it was like a throwback and stuff. And then the other person was Kristy because she was my favorite on American Idol back in the day. Next up, we have the camp. Okay, all these camp people got really extended shout-outs already because they were all in my You'll Play Your Part cover, where I basically just ranted shout-outs for like 12 minutes. So I'm going to try and steamroll these a lot faster this time because you guys already have an in-depth description of most of these people based on that last video. And if you guys haven't seen that video, you guys can always go back. It's called You'll Play Your Part. Basically, I dressed up as Jesus and sang a My Little Pony song, so it's a pretty fun watch. So that being said, here we go. We have Zach W. He was a guy I played. He was like a nerdy kid, but he was like a hacker and stuff, and he was playing carpet ball, right? Yeah, that's where I met him. It was fun. Then we have Eric and Sam. They were 2 guys I met, I think, on the last night. Just kind of talked to them. Because my sister told me to. It was fun. We have Kyle Jewell. He's one of the interns at Epic, actually, and he's an awesome dude. I think he leads like the middle school kids thing too, and so that's awesome that he's involved with that. I think I don't know how old he is, but he's somewhere in the higher age range. Next up we have Tony and Tiki. Tony and Tiki both were guys that stayed in our cabin at camp that I didn't know before camp, but once, during camp I met them and it was like awesome because they're awesome and everything's awesome. Everything is awesome. Actually, I never watched the Lego movie, so I don't even get that inside joke that I'm trying to make, but whatever. Tiki, also, we made drinks that I don't know why that stands out to me as like one of the biggest moments of camp, but like I was serving drinks with this guy named Tiki. I mean, how often do you get a chance to serve drinks with a guy named Tiki? Am I right or am I right? So, that being said, then we move on to Kellen, the short, bald guy. I don't know why poor Kellen. I actually added him on Facebook, though. His name is actually Kellen Anderson. And I could probably find his social media if I actually tried. I don't know. I didn't actually list it in my list, because I'm looking at the list as I'm going over all these again. Yeah, Kellen was just the guy, he was in the front, and he was talking at the camp and stuff, so that was awesome. Then we have Swift. He was a guy like I was playing volleyball with. He yelled out Pokemon noises at camp. Cherish and Marianna both were girls that I met from the blue team, and we kind of just read Bible verses and stuff. Of course, Carson. Carson I actually really like. There was a time I prayed with him a couple weeks ago, and it was really powerful. So, shout out to him. I love him. Cordell, same thing. Like, I haven't prayed with him personally, but actually at this leadership thing we were doing, though, my glasses, like, fell off. Because these glasses, I swear, they are so bad. Like, whenever I sweat, they'll just, like, fall off spontaneously. It sucks. But, yeah, so I was sweating when we were praying or something, and they just fell off in the middle of the prayer, and everyone just burst into laughter, and it was awesome. Then we have Julianna. She's just my sister's friend. Moving on. Next up, we had Lily. Lily, I haven't actually seen Lily around at Epic as much lately, but I really miss seeing like Lily around more, and she's awesome. Then we have Cortney. I actually just auditioned to be a part of the Epic worship team today, and Cortney is in charge of that, so it was fun auditioning for her. I actually think she's watched. She might have watched a couple of my videos or something, because I posted one time, so maybe she saw it. I don't know. I bet she saw it and she was like, "This kid could never be on the team because he sucks." But whatever. This is just for fun. It's not to show off anything about me. That being said, we move on to Tesa Dunn. Tesa, she actually auditioned today too, but yeah, she's actually a better singer than I expected her to be too. And as far as friendship, yeah, she's all right. We don't talk that much. She talks to my sister more than she talks to me, but she was at camp, and basically you just had to be at camp to get a shout out from me back when I was at camp. So next up we have Sydney Gardner, obviously sister of Sierra Gardner, who's a later shout out, but I'll just couple them together right now. Sierra Gardner, most popular girl in my class, pretty awesome. You know, I think she's planning most of the homecoming stuff, but I cannot reveal the theme because the juniors have to keep it secret and win and stuff. So if you're a senior, a sophomore, or a freshman, watch out. That being said, and yeah, Sydney's in some college or something now. Then we have Maren, and Maren is probably my biggest video fan. I don't wanna force that on her if she doesn't want to be my biggest video fan, but I feel like all the guys that used to watch my videos don't really care about him anymore, and I feel like Maren still does. She still talks about him. She talks to me about him every once in a while, which is pretty cool, just to know that someone's still out there caring and watching. And yeah, I love Maren. She's probably one of the best seniors, you know. She's really just all around likable, and yeah, I mean, what isn't there to like about Maren? Now we move on to the redneck color team guy, and he was awesome because, again, his team lost at camp, but he still had spirit the whole way through, and that's a really good moral message for life, is that when you're down and you're losing, you can still have spirit and still be strong because you know that there's greater things than winning. So that's an important thing to keep in mind, and that's what the redneck color team dude told me, and that's why I got his signature in my little book thingy, which again is upstairs, and I'm not gonna get props because I'm too lazy. So now we move on to Kylie and Rachel. Oh my gosh, oh man, I really wish I could. I have not seen Kylie or Rachel since camp, and that's pissing me off so much because I love them both so much. And like at camp, just seeing them, man. Like those two were probably the two people that I bonded with the most at camp. Specifically, and like we did so much together. We blobbed each other. There was this thing in the water that it's called a blob. Yeah, you would have to go to camp to know yourself. So next summer, come on down, Spencer Lake Summer Camp. Yeah, but yeah, I talked to Kylie a couple days ago, and she said she's ice skating now, which is interesting, or hockey, or I don't remember, but it's kind of cool that she's in sports. And Rachel, she's in college, and yeah, man, it's so sad that I'm not going to see him again for so long, or even ever again. Yeah, right in the heart, man. But I still love Rachel and Kylie. Next up, we have Connor Manning. He's the leader dude at Epic, and obviously, you guys should come down to Epic sometime soon. And by the way, that's a shout out coming up, so I'm just gonna throw it ahead of time. Yeah, Epic. Come on down to Epic. It is one of the best places you'll ever find experience or whatnot. You're definitely gonna want to come to Epic because it's an amazing place. And Connor always does a great job sharing the message, and he really does make first-time guests feel welcome. So if you are coming for the first time, then come on and feel welcome, man. Because he was the one who drew me here, because he spoke at our School for Empowerment Week, you know. If you haven't heard that story by now, I mean, you probably haven't watched many of my videos, but, yeah, so Connor's basically what drew me into Epic and drew me into this awesome life that I'm in now, so love the guy, and he's as solid as ever. Next up we have Nick Aho. Now Nick Aho, when I gave him the shout out, I kind of felt bad, because I kind of just grouped him with all these other important camp people, and I was just like, okay, I'm just going to throw Nick Aho in there too. But, ultimately, Nick Aho, honestly, is one of the coolest guys I know at North. Like, he really is just, like, such an awesome personality. And the thing about him is he's also smooth with dance moves. That's something that I really realized about him lately. Because at the freshman ignition dance, he was just so smooth with all the moves he was doing. And it was so good. Yeah, for a long time, I just kind of saw him as, like, Kyle Peterson's sidekick. Because I gave Kyle Peterson the shout out first, and then, like, Nick was just kind of there. But now they're both, like, really awesome and individual, and it's so cool. So, I love Nick Aho. He's so cool. And the thing is, he's dating Maren now. Best couple ever! Yeah, okay. Now we move to Waukesha County Fair. I'm just not even going to pretend that I said that, because I don't know why I gave that a shout out in the first place. It was because Rachel was working there, I think. But, yeah. I didn't even know it was the Waukesha County Fair. In the video, I said it was the state fair, so I was, like, really off my game, but oh well. Next up, we have Tony Vlachos, Best Survivor winner in forever. So, go follow him on Twitter, Team TV for life, man. Next up, we have... Okay, so now we're actually at a new video. And this video is my Counting Stars video, where I had North Star Spirit and was, like, wearing a fedora. My mom got pissed at me when I filmed that video, though, because in the video there's actually this pillow that has a blood stain on it, because I used to get bloody noses at night all the time, and my nose would bleed onto the pillows, right? And the pillow was in the video, and my mom was like, "You don't want people to know that you bleed on your pillows," and I'm like, well, I mean, everyone gets bloody noses, it's really that big a deal. But, yeah, so, that was cool. I really do love North. The spirit is genuine, man. It's so genuine. So friggin' genuine. Next up we have Kirsten Gifford, who, man, I'm so happy I made a video for Kirsten, because, she's so cool. Back when I was about to come to North, like, before I even got there, I actually shadowed this girl named Liz, who I'll probably give her a shout out eventually, but yeah, Liz and Kirsten were, like, the two people that made me feel the most welcome when I was shadowing that day. And, yeah, Kirsten, obviously there's more to her story that I have revealed in the video, where it was actually the one where I came back from the Dominican Republic and I was, like, singing Back Home because I was just so happy to be home. But yeah, I'm so glad to have Kirsten in my life. She's a really genuine person, and she really does care about people. And she's struggled through a lot, so my heart goes out to her. And that being said, we move along to Topanga and Jacob. Now, these people I shouted out in my Ice Bucket Challenge video, but I never actually gave them anything beyond that. So, for Jacob, he's an online friend of mine I've had for a while. I think he's a freshman this year, maybe a sophomore. I'm not sure. But, yeah, he's always been younger than me. We've been online buddies, not anywhere near as close as me and Silly, aka Jeff, or whatever. The second shout out, you know who he was. But, yeah, so Jacob's cool. And then we also have Topanga. She's actually started one of my videos before I started doing shoutouts. We sang like Do Wah Daddy or something. I don't even remember what we sang, but it was a fun time. And her birthday party was actually last Saturday, so that was a good time too. She's awesome. So next up we have Tiffany Alvord. Dang, we're starting to get to like really recent, because I actually just did this a couple weeks ago. But yeah, Tiffany Alvord, I did like 3 covers of her songs during the summer. It was a lot of fun. I've been a fan of Tiffany since like 2010. Like, I have been there for the whole journey. Like, she's at like 1 million or 2 million subscribers now. But she's been one of my favorite YouTube stars forever. Like, I still remember, like, when I first got a YouTube channel way back in the day, she was one of the people I was like, I have to watch every video she makes. Now I don't really watch them as much, but she still comes out with gold every once in a while. It's good to see. Good to see Tiffany being good. Next up, we have Friday Night Live. One of the places where I've had the most fun this summer, and I believe I made that shout out when I was downtown, and that's the video where I sang It was sing on the Friday night right downtown. Someday, the Sonic song from Sonic. It's weird though. I sung songs from cartoons twice. My Little Pony and Sonic. Sonic Underground. If you guys have watched Sonic Underground, I am so proud of you because I feel like that show is so underappreciated. But I mean, I haven't watched it in like years either. But when I was a child, man, childhood memories. Maybe I'll sing like a Pokemon song sometime soon too, because that would like add some more cartooniness to these videos. That being said, next up we add Anna Bangle. I filmed like 2 videos at her house. One of them being an Ariana Grande song, Problem, and that was fun. Anna Bangle, by the way, is a friend of mine since elementary. Elementary. Well, I guess actually middle school is where I met her. And yeah, we've been friends. It's been a good friendship too. She's always working though, so we can barely do anything anymore. I mean, not to say that working is bad, but it's like, friends or work, I pick friends. Whatever. I mean, I guess you do have to have money, but money shmoney. I'd be homeless, whatever. Anyways, we moved to my mom. She got a shout out in that Anna Bangle video too, because like right at the end of the video, she just barged in and we had to stop the video abruptly, but that was fun. I'll probably give her a more genuine shout out in the next era or sometime soon. Next up we have Naia. Oh, she's the last one. Yeah, because the last 4 start the new era, so I guess Naia is our last shout out. Naia is an awesome girl I met at I met her at Epic or FCA. FCA is, by the way, another youth thing I do, but again, that might get a shout out in a future video. But Naia herself is a really awesome girl that I met. Anna introduced me to her. Anna, like, Gill, like, the 3rd person I ever shouted out, not Bangle, but yeah, so that's the 50. That's the 50 mark, but we're not finished yet because I am going to sing one more song. I'm going to sing one song because I actually didn't sing any other songs in this video, but yeah, so I'm going to sing one of my original songs now. So, this song is called The Nothing Song. That is all it is called. Seriously. I wrote this song a long time ago, and I just really like the melody. It doesn't actually have much of a, like, I basically just wrote this song because I wanted to write a song, and you can tell that through the lyrics when I do sing it here. So, I'm gonna sing the Nothing Song. If you guys don't care about the Nothing Song, then you can juice. Have a nice day. See you on the flip side. And remember, all 50 of those people I just shouted out now have a chance to get shouted out again. And these are going to be the true all-stars of my videos, the people that that are so good that they get recognized twice. Those are the true heroes of the FieryZachAttack. But now we move on to the Nothing Song. Here we go. Let's do it, baby. To the world. Peace to the world. Yeah, peace to the world. Oh my gosh, I said that in my hippie flair Young Homie cover. Oh my gosh, peace to the world. Yeah, that was so good. And I had like peace signs on my hands. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, here we go. The Nothing Song. 1, 2, 3, 4. There really is no purpose to this here song. It's being made only because my will is strong. The point though there really ain't one. I must admit, though it don't fit, it don't feel wrong. Though sense it may not make, this song it has become the reason of its making, even I don't know. I just had a desire, a gut feeling that told me I should write a song about nothing. So suddenly it hit me, I should write a song. But that was it, no prime topic, just sing along. I wonder what the purpose is. Quite possibly it can't be seen, it don't exist. Though sense it may not make, this song it has become the reason of its making, even I don't know. I just had a desire, a gut feeling that told me I should write a song about nothing. It hit me in the soul that I should write this song. Though there's nothing to write about, it can't feel wrong. This song that has no purpose, point, reason, or fate. It's being made because I really want to sing. Though sense it may not make, this song it has become the reason of its making, even I don't know. I just had a desire, a gut feeling that told me I should write a song about nothing. Though sense it may not make, this song it has become the reason of its making, even I don't know. I just had a desire, a gut feeling that told me I should write a song about nothing. That told me I should write a song about nothing. Yes, I love that song. I wrote it so long ago, and it has no purpose whatsoever, but it's just fun. So I guess I'll see y'all on the flip side. Have a good night, and here's to many shout-outs to come. Woo!